What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you possibly the 3 best ways to farm currency. In the end I will show you some secret tricks on how to get currency while being AFK or offline. Depending on your build, your gear and what you like, you should be able to make a ton of currency right now. As you can tell from my last build showcase till now, I managed to get an insane amount of currency and upgraded quite a lot of items. Don't worry, another updated showcase will come very soon. If you don't want to miss the new showcase, leave a like and follow the channel. For now, let's look into the 3 best mapping strats that I used for currency. The first strategy that I used is Blight. We are using a Cartography Scarab of Escalation, a Blight Scarab of the Blight Heart, Blight Scarab of Blooming, and for the last 2 scarabs we can actually switch quite a lot. We can either use a Scarab of Risk, a Blight Scarab of Invigoration, or an Influencing Scarab of Conversion. Depending on the strength of your build, you can either go with Risk and Invigoration or Risk and Conversion. For this strategy specifically, you want to roll your maps as high map percentage as possible, item quant and rarity. If you get currency or scarab, that's also fine, but in this case you want a lot of maps. For this strategy we want to use very open and big maps like Dunes or Jungle Valley. The Blight skill tree looks like this. I will also include the POE planner in the description below. I will run this map now and show you how insane the loot drops are. If you are using the influencing scarab of conversion, you will drop a lot of influenced maps like these. As you can see, I got a ton of influence maps. Okay, for the first strategy showcase, we are going to use increased quantity from our map device. We are going to use the red altar. Make sure we have the right atlas tree selected, checking the map. And as I said, we are using the Blight Heart, the Influencing Scarab of Conversion, Cartography Scarab of Escalation, Blight Scarab of Blooming, and a Scarab of Risk. Also, before the Blight is over, you want to make sure that you upgrade every tower to max, so you get the Salvaged Hoards where you get extra loot at the end of the Blight. Okay, this showcase Blight map was probably one of the worst ones I've ever had. The drops were absolutely bad, but as you can see, we got a good amount of influenced maps, T16.5 and even T17 maps. And if you want to sell those maps, you can easily sell them in bulk on TFT, or you can just ID them, scour them, and let your mappers and King's March run those maps. For the second strategy, we are going to do Abyss Hoards. So we are using 2 Abyss Scarabs to add 2 additional Abysses to our map. Then we are using the Abyss Scarab of Edifice, so our Abysses spawn a lot of Hoards. In addition, we are going to use 2 Cartography Scarabs of Risk if your build can handle it. If your build cannot handle 2 additional Risk Scarabs, you can also use the Scarab of Wisps to add Wildwood Wisp to your map. And for this strategy, we want to roll as much currency as possible for our maps. Rarity and quant are also very good. The map we want to use for this special case is the Lighthouse map. You can easily get the Lighthouse map by just taking a tier 16 map, some Orb of Horizons, and then just using them. The Abyss skill tree looks as following. We are running red altars, you can also run blue altars, and we are running Delirium. I will also include the POE planner in the description for this strategy. Also, to make this strat really work, you want to allocate a caster mastery with 25% chance to open nearby chest when you cast a spell. In this case, we are casting Unearth to open all the chests and hoards around us. Okay, for strategy number 2, you want to make sure you select Abyss on your map device. Also, we are running red altars. Select the right skill tree and check the map again and the scarabs. We are running 1 Edifice, 2 Risks and 2 Abyss Scarabs. Okay, for maximum efficiency, you don't want to kill the Stygian Spire in one shot. You want to let it live so it can actually spit 3 times, because every spit it does, it will open another hoard. And now the fun part of the strat begins, because we are going to open all the hoards and every hoard will drop some loot. Okay, the reason we are using Lighthouse for the strategy is as following. If we get lucky and run into the abyss has a chance to path up this building and we will get an insanely large line of Hoards. Let's see if we are lucky. Yep, this is looking very good. As you can see, we're getting so many Hoards. And it just keeps going. It keeps going. We got so many. As you can see, the amount of loot we are getting is just absurd. And this abyss as well. When we get lucky, the abyss could travel on top or to the bottom. Okay, this abyss was just ridiculously what the actual... I've had some good ones, but this one was actually crazy. Okay, this is the last abyss for the map. If we get lucky, we will get another extremely long one. We've already had 3 full inventory. This is almost the 4th full inventory. Let's see if our portals are even enough for this map. Okay, as you just saw, the Afk Strat is absolutely insane. You get so much loot, it's just crazy. The only downside, as I said, is that you need to have the caster mastery allocated in order to open all the Hoards way easier. Otherwise you have to click hundreds of times each map. Strategy number 3, we are running Beyond Scarab of the Invasion, Incursion Scarab of Champions twice, and then we are either running double Scarab of Wisps or Cartography Scarab of Risk twice. Depending on the strength of your build, you can choose what you like. For these maps, we want to roll as much currency, rarity and quantity as possible. The Atlas tree for Alva looks like this. I will also include the POE planner in the description below. We are running Red Altars, Beyond and Settlers of Kolgur for some ores. Also, we are using Shrines in this strategy, so if you can use the Helmet the Gull in your build, this would be absolutely fantastic. Alright, and now to the third and last strategy of this video. We are going to run the map with Alva. We are using Settlers on our map device, change the tree to Alva, and the Scarabs. We are using 2 Risk in this case, 2 Scarab of Champions, and 1 Invasion. Okay, after you clear the whole map, you want to go into Alva and basically have full vision. And once you're done with the full vision, you can just exit it and enjoy your loot explosions. Alright, these were the strategies I used to make an insane amount of currency. Also, what I did with this build, I run a lot of Elders, Uber Elders and Uber Elders. Also, I ran a lot of Simulacrums. I usually sold all the Javels I dropped un-ID'd. They are worth quite a bit and I don't like the gamble usually. Also, I just saw our Enlightened just leveled up to max. Because the last video got so much traction, I am going to do a quick little gamble. Maybe we hit the level 4 Enlightened, maybe not, we will see. Alright, let's see what we've got. Nope. 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 Oh, let's go. We actually hit it in level 4. That's, I think, my first enlighten in this league. Well, I just started recently leveling up those enlightens, but nice. So we actually made profit on those 6 enlightens. Let's go. If you want to make a lot of currency while being offline or AFK, you should really use your King's March. For example, I am running some influence maps with my mappers. I'm running influence maps with my mappers. Every completed map will grant you 1 fragment for the bosses. Also, you have the chance, if you get lucky, to get a divine or mirror shard or even a complete mirror. The second way how you can make insane amount of currency with your settlers is the shipping. If you don't want to spend too much time with your shipping, you can send your chips away as soon as possible, or you wait until you have a certain amount of value. Most people are going either for 70 million or 50 million ships. Another thing you shouldn't forget is the disenchanting in your King's March. Always keep it running. I hope you enjoyed the strategies that I used to make a lot of currency. If you got some really good strategies, write them in the comments. Maybe I will try them and make a video out of it. And again, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, follow this channel, and see you in the next one.